Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a project pan update video. I feel like the natural lighting coming in right now is looking really nice. I moved my setup and I kind of hate how you can see that over there, but whatever, it doesn't matter. But I moved my setup and I feel like if I'm filming when it's nice out, we're going to get some really nice natural lighting in. So I think I'm gonna just roll with it. If it gets weird, then I'll turn my artificial lighting on. Go ahead and grab yourself a coffee. I just made myself a fresh latte and I'm very excited to jump into this update with you guys. So yeah, if you're new here, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and let's get started. Okay, so it appears that it has been longer than I thought that it had, that I have updated this video. I will link the last update below for you guys if you want to check it out. But I'm going to dive in to what I have here, and I think we're also going to make some adjustments to not only my OG project pan, but also my pan over purchase. There's some updates there. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. I have not updated you guys since my June progress, which that video went up in, I think it was July, but it was my June progress. So we have all of July and all of August to chat about. I'm actually gonna move that sweater because it's driving me nuts. Okay, so let's start with the pan over purchase update. This is gonna be update number 7 and number 8. And I'm just gonna give you like the running total. I'm not gonna go through each month. But over the course of the last 2 updates, I had a total of 6 pans and 5 empties, which brings me to a total of 11 new points. So right now my yearly pan total is at 38, my yearly empty total is at 32, and my yearly points total is at 70. So right now I'm just shy of 5 points from earning a new purchase. Now, I think I talked about this in the last one where I had made some unauthorized purchases, if you will. So I was in the negative, and I think right now I'm sitting at like negative 11, which means that like there's just no way that I could earn those points back for this project. So I'm not going to keep track of the purchasing portion for the remainder of the year, just because I don't know, I just feel like, you know, negative 11, like whatever 11 times 25 is, there's no way I'm gonna have that many pans and empties. So I just don't need that negativity in my life, so we're not gonna keep track of that part, but we are still gonna keep track of the pans and empties in total, just because I have for like the last like 4 years always kept track of my pans. I just like to, I don't know why. So I'm still going to continue to keep track in that sense, but I'm not going to continue to track the purchase number because it's going to ebb and flow not very much, or maybe go higher, I don't know. So yeah, that is my update for pan over purchase. And obviously like this year has not been as like successful as past years for me personally, but I'm not really upset about it. I had a really successful 2 years where I came out of it like with a balance of 0. It's just a very strict low buy project. And this year I just opened the purse strings a little, and I don't regret it, like I said, because I've really just kind of really had whittled down my collection, and there was quite a few products that I was really just wanting to try. So I allowed myself to do that, which I can, you know, it's my money, my life, so I can do that. But yeah, that means like this project just hasn't been as much of a win purchase wise as it has been in the past, but I'm okay with that. It is what it is. Yeah, moving on. The Dude Pan My Battleship project that I'm doing with Steph, we are doing we're both using a Natasha Denona palette. Where's mine? Oh, there we go. We're both using a Natasha Denona palette, and essentially it's set up like a battleship, like you play on the boards and you're trying to hit each other's ships. We started this at the beginning of the year and will likely be going through the end of the year, but we'll see. She's using the Indie My Dream palette, and I'm using the Bronze palette. And I have some exciting news to share with you guys. I hit a new pan since the last update. So that is really exciting. I hit pan in the shade Bliss here, which is honestly one of my favorite shades in the palette. It is just stunning to top over almost any of these other shimmers. It gives the most beautiful, like red to gold to green, like light shimmery shifty thing. I don't know. It is a beautiful underrated shade. And so that's why I was able to hit ban in it, because I pretty much use it every time I use this palette. I did a poll over on my stories to see which shade my following thought I should focus on next. And I haven't gone through those results yet, but I'm going to sit down and look at them, because I think I'm gonna like probably pick a focus shade, because there's not really, in my opinion, a lot of strategy available to me right now. This pan was here before we started. This is a miss, this is a hit, this is a hit, and this over here is a hit. I have not sunk in any of my ships yet, which means that I have a 3-pan ship available, a 2-pan, a 2-pan, and then a single ship. So none of these are single ships because they're not sunk. So they're all related to some kind of ship. So really, this could go 3 or 2 this way, 3 or 2 this way. This could go 2 this way or 3 this way. You know, there's really just no way to know at this time, like, what is sitting where. I think that I have shades with dips, but I don't think the dips are prominent enough for there to be like, I don't know if I'll see a pan the next update. Depends. Maybe I'll get in a groove and I'll just want to use this all the time, you know? That happens. But this has like a pretty decent dip. I know you can't really see, but like this shade and the shade Ridge over here also have decent dips in them. And then these two down here have like little baby dips. This one has a baby dip. So I don't know, we're moving into fall and stuff. So I'm hopeful that I'm gonna be reaching for this some more. Like I said, I have 3 hits, 1 miss, and I have sunk 0 ships. If you wanna see Steph's update, head over to IG. She has nearly panned the entire palette. She has, I think, 4 shades left she hasn't hit pan in, but she needs 3 more ships to win. So, but anyways, that's it for that one. Now, the next update is my Project Pan update, which is probably the one you guys are most excited for. I'm also most excited for it too. I was like really hard in the OG Project Pan, like community scenario project, whatever you want to call it, the first like 2 years of my IG platform. And then I kind of got burnt out, and I took like a break where I've been doing like some more laxed project pans, and I've really just altered the rules to fit my style better. And well, that's the thing about the project pan, like you can alter the rules in so many different ways the way you want. And like I really finally just, you know, locked down on that and have gotten more like creative with it to fit my style of project panning. And I think that that has really brought the love back for me. So this is the update I'm the most excited to give you guys. We have lots of pans, so strap up. The first thing I did want to talk about, I had a Danessa Myrick sample card in here, and that has been decluttered. It was like leaking oil out the sides and the back, so it had expired. Nothing to that sample card. I've literally had it for way too long, so so I went ahead and I let it go. So that was decluttered. The next product is the Makeup Forever liner in the shade Endless Cacao, and you guys, look at this. Look how freaking tiny. It is so close to empty that right now it's just toying with me. It's been like this for like 2 or 3 weeks, just this little teeny tiny stud. It's just playing games. I was like so for sure that this would be an empty this update, and it's not. I'm really hopeful that it will be the next update though. I love this. I'm wearing it today. It pairs so perfectly with like quite literally any lippy, especially like more like peachy neutral light tones and like really just like light concealer lip tones. Pairs so stinking well with those. So if I'm being honest, I'm probably gonna repurchase it. So there's like not necessarily a hurry to finish it, but like this is like going on I think like 3 years old. So I would like to finish it so that I can get a fresh one. But yeah, this one is still alive and well. Next up is the Merit. This is the signature lipstick. I have the shade Baby, and I'll insert pictures as well. I know you probably already saw the first one, but just want to say that, I guess. And I have made progress on this. You can't see the Merit embossing anymore up there on the top. It used to be up and around here. I actually used this quite a bit over the last 2 months. I don't know, I kind of just like really fell back in love with the tone on me. It's kind of one of those things, you know, where products, you go in like ebbs and flows and seasons. I'm kind of like a seasons girly with my makeup and my fragrance and things like that. And so I kind of just think it was the right time, the right place with my new job. It's a very like flattering, comfortable formula. So I went back to it and I've absolutely been loving it. Like I mentioned in other videos, I'm not panning it because I hate it. I'm panning it because I love it, and it's the oldest lipstick in my collection. So I would love to be able to finish it up and really just enjoy it. And my thoughts are that if I don't finish it before it expires, I will have at least, you know, gotten a good amount of use out of it before that time, because I believe I would have to go back and look at my inventory sheet, but I think this is like a 2021 lippy, but I'm not 100% sure. Also, if you guys would like to see like my inventory sheets and how I have everything set up and what it looks like, let me know. I'd be more than happy to like do a video on that. So just let me know in the comments if that's something you would be interested in seeing. The next product is my Rare Beauty sample card. I still have not opened any other of the shades since I finished this one, and I don't know, I just think that I'm not interested in it right now, and that's okay. So instead of like, I don't know, forcing myself to use it or whatever, I think I'm gonna just rotate it out, because this has been in like all year and I have used up one, but I'm just like not feeling using those. So I'm not gonna make myself, and I'm just gonna rotate this sample card out. Next product is from Chanel. It is the Chanel bronzer. I have the medium shade, and this is what it's looking like. Sorry, I know it looks a little bit gross, but my goal for this product was to just hit pan. Clearly, I have not done that. However, I didn't use it a ton this update because this is a shade I can use more and get away with more in the winter time. So I've really been wanting to focus on some of the products that I have that are more of summer tone shades. And like that's, you know, what I'm wearing right now is a more summer tone shade. And I want to try and finish those up because I won't be able to wear them in the winter, and then they'll have to go a whole nother year. So I did use this, but just not as much as I would have liked. I do think we're going to see more heavy progress on this once we start getting into October, November. This is going to be like a freaking go-to. So it is still going to be staying in the project. Ooh, the next product, exciting, empty. I finished the mystery setting spray. That was exciting. I enjoyed it. It was nice. And now it is gone, which is very exciting. I have 2 more full-size setting sprays, and then I have like a mini that I have not opened yet, but I will probably pull out now to just have it up on my vanity in rotation. So I'll have 3. But it was exciting to finish this. I had this since I believe it was spring or sometime last year. We got an Ipsy in 2023, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I initially wasn't keeping inventory of my setting sprays because I only had this one. And then now I have 3 others. So I just decided to go ahead and add it to the sheet so that I can monitor it and how long I've had it and all that other crap. So yes, very exciting empty. All right, the next product is my Natasha Denona Glam Light Face Palette. I had 2 goals in this palette that I wanted to achieve. So we'll chat about those. The first one, actually I achieved both the goals. So if you remember what they are then, But I wanted to hit pan in this highlighter shade here. I felt like it was close. It's beautiful. I use it a lot. It is, I still just think that these base palettes are dumb underrated. They're so beautiful. And I was able to hit pan in that shade, which is really exciting. I also hit pan in the shade Transition right here, which was another goal of mine, which means we only have 1 more shade to go. So this might casually be my, it is like my casual 2024 Pan That palette. I didn't initially, well, I had like one I was doing with someone else that palette expired and I didn't want to rotate one in. So this has been like low-key panning it, which if you're a panner, you know, we have like the official panning items and then we have items that were like low-key panning. This is a low-key panning item. But the only shade I hit pan in prior to 2024 was the blush. So all of these pans are from this year. That being said, since I hit my goal in this shade and this shade, I was tempted to maybe rotate it out, give it a minute, but I think that I'm gonna rotate in the shade Crease because I think if I work on it periodically throughout the rest of the year, I will be able to hit pan in it by December. So I am gonna rotate the shade Crease right here in. It does have a bit of a dip, which I don't know, you probably can't see. It does have a bit of a dip to it, but these are also fucking dumb deep. So I'm under no illusion that it's not going to take very long because it will take probably a very long time. But yeah, I'm going to rotate that shade there in, which then it'll all be panned, which how exciting is that? I don't know. That just, something about that is just like, woo, you know? And then last up, the last 2 products are in my Ace Beauté quad. This has kind of become like my go-to depotting quad that I'm putting other things into, which I love. I already know what I'm going to put in this next, which is just like, I don't know, it's exciting. So anyways, the products that I had in the project are the 2 here on the bottom. This one is the MAC blush in the shade Blush Please, I believe. And I had hit pan on it. The pan was pretty big and then the packaging broke. So I depotted it into this and it was like kind of overflowing full before. And now it's much more like lean with the packaging, has a slight dip. I have used it and you guys probably can't see a ton of movement, but I can tell that there has been movement. So that's good. This is not one that I'm like forcing myself to use all the time because I've had an explosion of blushes in my collection this year and I want to continue to use and to try and enjoy those other things as well. This is one that I'm keeping in to be mindful to continue to use it because it is my oldest blush. So I would love to either finish it up or come close to finishing it up, whichever the case may be, because the tone is just stunning. I love it. So yeah, no repeat pan or huge dent in it, but I'm still actively working on it. And then the last product is this here, and it is from the Natasha Denona Tan and Bronze palette. This was actually the highlighter in there, the cream highlighter, and I've been using it as a bronzer because as you can see, like I feel like it does look like a bronzer on my skin tone, you know? So it's a bit deep, and what I was doing was mixing it with this shade, which is the light shade from the Ace Quad. But since we moved into summer, I've been using it with this Ace shade here in this. And as you can tell, like, I'm about to finish this. I thought that I would for sure have pan in this or be close to finishing it by this update, but then plot twist, I don't even have a pan in it, and then this shade's almost gone. Like, there's just so much product over here and I don't need a lot. So once I finish up this shade, I've been mixing the two. I'm gonna start mixing these two, and that way I'll be able to use a little bit more of this to counteract because this is so light. So that's the plan. I'm going to leave that one in as well. As you can see, I mean, we are getting a dip in it. We're wearing the product down. It's just, you know, taking a while. And that's the thing sometimes about like makeup when we're consuming and stuff. It feels like it won't last long, but then you're like doing a panning project and you're just like, oh yeah, I forgot it takes for fucking ever to finish stuff. Like, you know, which, I mean, I did recently just finish a foundation. I have another one that's almost done. I have actually a lot of products right now that are almost empty, which, you know what, just for fun, so you guys can see them, I think I'm gonna just rotate them in. I think that they would be a fun update. They would be good, what we call gimme products. And I think that these are so important to a successful project pan, is giving yourself some products that you know will be empty soon so that you can keep up that motivation, that drive, that energy of, oh, I am making progress, I am emptying stuff. That way you're seeing more instant results when some of your other products are more like you're in it from the long haul, like it's a marathon. You know what I mean? So they just keep you kind of jazzed, I guess, if you will. That's like a weird word, I feel like, but I don't know. So anyways, let's chat about some stuff I want to rotate in. Okay, so I have 3 products that I'm wanting to rotate in. The first is the Natasha Denona Concealer. I have the shade 2N, and I'm just going to take a Sharpie and I'm gonna mark where I can see the outer portion of the tube, even though I definitely feel, so there's where my mark is, right? But I definitely feel that there's way less in this because when I was on vacation, I was having to do a lot of this to get out what I need. So I for sure think that this will be an empty by our next update. However, I have been wrong in the past, and some products just never die. So this could be one of those, but I'm thinking that this will be empty over the next like 2 weeks because I've rotated into using it exclusively to go ahead and finish it up. So yeah, we're gonna rotate this in. The next product we're gonna rotate in is the Milani Bright Side Illuminating Primer. I chose this because I low-key kind of have a lot of primers right now. And this one has the most use. It's like not necessarily the oldest, but it is an older one. I got this at the beginning of the year. Was that the beginning of this year? I don't remember. I would have to look. But I got it sometime this year. And so this one has pretty decent amount of progress. I went ahead and I put the line on it, and we will continue to circle back. I love this one. Like I said, I just think that maybe if I like am mindful to use one more than the other, I'll be able to dwindle this number down a little bit because I have also had an influx of primers. So I want to finish one up if I can. And then lastly is the Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. I have the shade 5. This is a mini. You do get a lot of product in this mini, you guys. Like it is, let's see, 0.6 flow ounces. So it's a very solid mini to really just use it, get your thoughts, figure out what you're wanting to do. I marked it. I had it marked before because I was just kind of watching it because this like settles down off the glass really nicely. I used it today, it's what I'm wearing, so I shook it up, which is why you can't see it. But I went ahead and marked where it was, so I'm hopeful that like within, I don't know, I would say like a week or so, I'm hopeful that I will be able to finish this and rotate it out because it is a pretty good shade for me right now. It's a little bit light, I think, since I was on vacation. I got a little bit of sun, but to be honest with you guys, this is so close to empty that I can't be bothered to use anything else. You know what I mean? It's like we just have so few uses left that I don't want to use anything else because I'm thinking once this is gone, I'm probably going to exclusively switch to the Clinique Even Better Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 15 foundation because this is a summer shade for me and I won't be able to use it after I lose my tan. So, and this is the only, yeah, this is the only summer shade I have since I emptied my KVD one. So yeah, that is kind of like the plan. I wanted to just share with you guys because it's fun. And if you're here for Project Pan, I know you like to see pans and makeup that's getting empty and being used. So I kind of just wanted to like show these products because I felt like it was exciting to have things that were almost gone. So yeah, I think that is it for me. This might have felt a little bit all over. It was a little impromptu. We just got back from vacation. My boyfriend was going to be gone. I did my makeup for something else and I was like, you know what? Perfect opportunity to jump on and film my Project Pan video so I can get something up for you guys. But yeah, now that I'm home, I can hopefully get into a little bit more of a routine. We're slowing down a bit in September, so I should have more time to film, which I'm very excited about. I've missed it. I'm pumped about the way I have things set up and ready to go over here. And yeah, I just really want to dive into the content and do the makeup because I love makeup. But anyways, I'm done. I'm done rambling, I swear. But if you stay till the end, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button before you leave, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye.